for dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it. I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it.
This video is brought to you by 9% and powered by Petty Vision Production. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego! I ain't here to wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug you.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God knows.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title, we're going to talk about it. But first, let me get into the chat. Latoya, what up, though, sis? Appreciate you. Kwani, what up, my brother? Appreciate you. Prez in the building. What up, Prez? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Bronze, what up, fam? Appreciate you. Hey, yeah, I just wanted to, man, I still ain't got my laptop yet. No, I gotta wait for funds to clear, so, yeah, I hate this process. But anyway, we're still rocking out on the phone for now, so, I wanted to do a presentation with this one, but we gotta have a general conversation, and after that, If you want me to break it down, then we can do that. But maybe I do that for members. I'm trying to get. I should be getting monetized soon, hopefully. We'll speak it into existence. I think I done deleted enough stuff. So yeah. The reason why people don't heal, right? And I'm not saying this is the only reason, right? But I'm talking about in general, like for the most common person. You know, every situation is different, and I even break it down further once I give you the explanation, right? But majority of the time, when people don't heal from things, is because they don't learn from the situation, right? And the reason they don't learn from the situation because they don't take accountability for the part they played in. Even if someone wronged you, right, it's still a lesson in there to learn. So to learn that lesson, to accept that lesson, and even if someone wrongs you, you have to accept the fact that you allowed them to. You let this person in your space. If you trusted them, you gave them that trust. If you respected them, you gave them that respect. If you was loyal to them and they wasn't loyal to you, you gave them that loyalty. You are responsible for you. We can't control nothing outside ourselves. People will always do what they want to do. They might do things in your favor, but ultimately a person will do what they want to do. And if it favors you, great. But if it don't, that's them. You can't control it unless you try to forcefully or do some. People got their methods and manipulation. But in a general sense, even if someone wrongs you, you have to take accountability for the part you played for accepting. You might have accepted this person's BS, you ignored the signs, but you seen them, or you was too blinded by the signs, by your naiveness. You have to take accountability for being naive at times. That should make you learn from that. Because if you don't, the same thing go keep happening. And guess what? When someone does something to you, what happens is you become a victim. When someone does something to you, they victimize you. And the problem is when you don't take accountability, you get used to being victimized. Miss Tracy, what up, though? Appreciate you. Nate the Great is in the building. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. My bad. I'm getting back to the chat. Frankie Blanco's in the building. What up, fam? Appreciate you. But that's what happens when you don't take accountability. You can't learn. And sometimes, like I said, if you're in a relationship and you giving everything you got, you so into a person, and then you find out they cheated on you. Yes, they wronged you. Yes, they took your loyalty, your respect, they took all that for granted. But you have to admit you gave it to them. So guess what? People get stuck in cycles because they become used to being victimized. And you wonder, why is everyone always doing things to me? Because you're a victim. That's why. You're a victim. That's why people do you weak. You keep falling for the same things over and over and over. Why? Because people are doing so. Do something about it. And what you have to do is take accountability. I can sit up here. I had some horrible relationships with females. I can sit up here all day and blame the female. Oh, she was this, she was that, she was promiscuous. You know what they were? They were who they were. But it was me. It was me selecting them, me choosing them, me dealing with the shit. It was me. I have to take accountability. And when I did that, you know what I did? I stopped settling. I understood my value. I don't have to settle. If you don't meet a certain standard, then I don't have to deal with you. And that's just what it is. But I learned. I'm not gonna sit up here and blame them for nothing. They were just being who they were. A lot of times when we feel people wronged us, they're just being who they are. If someone lied to us, if someone cheated on us, if someone displays our loyalty, our friendship, they just being who they are. That's it. You have to recognize that and stop dealing with people like that. Everyone is not the same. You can have a situation happen 10 times, and people will get this idea that, oh, this is how people are. No, that's how the people you were dealing with is. And until you take accountability for selecting the wrong people to be around, you will continue to think the world is fucked up because you keep making bad decisions. Because instead of fixing your way of thinking, you want everything outside yourself to conform to the way you are. That's not how the world is. The world does not conform around us. We either create our own reality or we accept another reality. That's how the world works. So if you keep getting in bad relationships, if you keep getting around bad, I just said this a couple shows ago. I said I had to take accountability because I've been in a situation 3 different times, and I'm looking at the situation like, why does this keep happening? I can't, I can't blame this person. I can't blame that person. I can't blame that person. They were just being themselves. Even if we want to say, hey, them fucked up people, I chose to associate myself with those fucked up people. Even if you want to say it like that, not, I'm saying that. I'm just saying, anywhere it go, I have to take accountability for interacting with. I had to learn. You adjust, and guess what? That won't happen again. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Lisa J is in the building. What up, though, sis? Native Nut AI guy. But yeah, so it's not the world that is messed up. The world is what it is. It's the way we perceive it and the way we interact with it. That's the experiences we get. And I'm telling you, to heal from things, you have to learn. You have to learn. That's how you take your power back. And like I said, this is not because there are instances, right? Like when you a kid, which you will take accountability for. It ain't nothing to take account, but you have to accept. Now, when stuff happened to you as a child, it's hard to heal from that. But you have to accept it happened. You have to accept, like, hey, I was put in a messed up situation, but you learn from it, you grow from it. I had to accept that I wasn't strong enough, right? And it's okay because I'm a kid. I'm a kid. And an adult should not be physically, like, I'm not saying discipline. I'm talking about beating. I done got choke slammed through a glass table. I got a broom broke over my back for no reason. I'm being mature as an adult. There's no justifiable reason. You know, I can see I was a bad kid, but a lot of times that's why. That's why I acted out. You know, so I mean, I had to accept like, hey, you know, I was just in a messed up situation, and dude was an asshole. My stepdad was an asshole. You just have to accept that. I wasn't strong enough, and I wasn't um, big enough to defend myself, and I had to learn from that. But you have to accept it. There's nothing I could have did. Then there's nothing I did wrong. I got a friend, who was abused, sexually, And I had to tell, like, she had to accept that she kept thinking it was something she did. And when she finally accepted, like, no, it wasn't her, it was just a monster, and she was just too little to do anything. But she understood the importance of paying attention, listening to kids, talking to kids, asking kids. She understood the importance because of what she made it through. And that's another thing. When we go through stuff, you got to stop calling yourself survivors. Because what are you surviving? You're surviving being victimized. So you're still a victim by surviving. When you fight through things, you're a warrior. You got to change that mindset. Because you'll always be a survivor. You'll always survive someone's abuse, someone's victimizing. But I just wanted to explain that part about the kids. Right? Like when stuff happened in our childhood, and even in adulthood, it's sometimes where you may physically be overpowered and you can't do that. That's not that's not you. But this is a great way of not becoming bitter, and I think people misunderstand what bitterness is. Bitterness is worse than anger. When something happens, it's okay to be angry. But when you hold on to it, that becomes bitterness. That's why when people say, like I always say, forgiveness is not to take the burden off the person who wronged you, right? That's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is to regain your power back. Because when you forgive, you release. You release that anger, you release that sadness, whatever that emotion someone gave you by violating you, by wronging you, by forgiving them, you release that. You release it. And it's not to take the burden off of them because that's their karma. They got to deal with that. When people do wrong by you, they got to deal with it. It ain't nothing you can do for it, against it. That's just karma. It's coming to them. Regardless if you want it to or not, it's coming. That's just how the universe works. But forgiveness is to release the burden off of you, to release that pressure off of you. And it took me a long time to understand it, but this is what I'm telling you. I promise you. If you don't believe nothing I ever say in life, just remember that there's a difference from when you hearing something, reading something, or somebody telling you something versus you doing it. And anyone who ever had to forgive on levels, right? There's levels of forgiveness. Oh, somebody lied to you, and somebody tried to take you out. There's levels of forgiveness. Someone taking something from you, putting you in a spot where you can be deleted. It is, someone violating you. It's levels to forgiveness, right? But someone practicing it will understand what I'm saying. Once you did it, not just like I said, a little lie. Everybody can forgive a lie, but I'm talking about like when it's something that you don't want to let go and you forget, you'll understand what I'm saying. When I say it relieves you, it relieves you. It takes a burden off of you. Tay each y'all. Tay each y'all. What up, man? Appreciate you, sis. Holly, what up, though? Not cold and expecting another person to get burnt. Yes. Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee. What up? Appreciate y'all. My bad. I'm going back in the chat. I know I can't really say it on this phone, but Holly, that's facts. You see that's one of the things I'm telling you. Until you do it, when you do it, because if you hold on to anger too long, that shit just turns sour, literally bitter. When and it becomes poison, and it will affect you, and you will affect other people with your bitterness. Think about that grump. Like we even have names for it, right? Them grumpy old men. Some people be mad as hell from something happened when they was 10 years old, and they 80 years old, bitter as hell. And that shit is affection. It pulls other people down. You know what I'm saying? It makes other people around them. It affects the environment. You ever work with somebody who was just bitter about life, and then you find out it was something that happened when they were 20 and these 50, 60-year-old people? I know people who was mad at dead people. Like, they dead, right? I still don't forget. Like, man, they gone. Like, let it go. And some things is hard, but you got to think about it. What's the benefit? I don't. It's certain things we don't ask ourselves, and it's so minute, right? But start asking yourself, what's the benefit? Just ask yourself that when you feel some type of way, well, how does this benefit me? These are life hacks, right? Ask yourself, how does this benefit me? How's holding on to something somebody did that they ain't even probably thinking about? They probably living their life La Vida Loca, and you all mad. And guess what? Is affecting other parts of your life. Is affecting other parts. And now, what that person did is now ruining your life. No, it's not what that person did. It's you holding on to that shit. You not letting it go. You doing that to yourself. They ain't thinking about whatever done is done. You can't do nothing about the past. We ain't got no time to change. Not that I know of. If y'all do, let me know. But we ain't got that, right? So what we gonna do about? And then look, let me help y'all with some stuff, right? This is this is just gonna be my opinion, right? This is just the word of the word. This is just some advice from the word, right? Rello, what up, though? Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. This is just some advice for the word, all right? Don't seek closure from other people. Don't seek it. If you need closure, um, you need to learn how to accept it happen. Just accept it. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Couple things happen, right? First, a person has to participate, right? Maybe a person don't give a flying fuck about what they did to you, right? And they don't care to give you closure. Let's go. Let's go turn into rumination. Now you're gonna get even more angry because you feel you've been wrong, and at least what they can do is give you closure, and they don't even want to do that. Okay, or whatever they say. Guess what? It ain't gonna justify what they did to you. I don't care what nobody say. When you feel wrong about somebody, whatever they tell you why they did it, it ain't gonna be good enough. It's not. So let that closure shit go. Just move on from shit. On to the next lesson. That why is gonna get you in more deeper emotional turmoil. I promise you that. Now that's just some advice. You can use it a little, but that closure shit, let that go. Don't need closure. Understand things happen. You can understand the mechanics. If you want to know why a person did it, just accept whatever they tell you. Just accept it. So that's why they did it, and move forward. Now you know why they did it, and keep it moving. But no one will ever. If somebody wronged you, the reason why they did it is never gonna live up it's not gonna make the situation better. They still wrong you. You have to accept like shit. This happened. Just accept that things happen. But let all that closure go. It ain't gonna do nothing but cause more emotional turmoil. It ain't gonna be good enough. T Shep, what up though? Shep in the building. What up though, Shep? Yep, been there. But yeah, that, that's what I'm saying. Like to prevent from getting from anger to a bitter state, you have to learn. And to learn, you have to understand the part you play. Even like I said, even if you was a sucker in a relationship, guess what? You was a sucker. You know, even if they did you wrong, you put yourself in that position for them to do that to you. You gave your respect, you gave your dignity, you gave it away. They didn't have to earn it. You know, I'm just telling you what I learned, right? Like I said, I've been in some toxic situations with relationships. You know, I even had a chick, she tried to set me up, and I'm looking like, man, I don't want to knock your noodles out of my car, but I should. Like, I thought we was, like, damn, that's fucked up. Like, so I done been in some situations, right? And what I'm telling you is this: until you learn, until you accept the part you play, you ain't gonna learn, and you gonna keep going through the same shit over and over and over because you blaming the world instead of blaming yourself. You go through shit, you experience things to get better. So if you experience something bad, it's meant for you to get better. Because if you're not getting better, you're just getting worse. Everything I'm saying is observant. Think about what I'm saying. Even in the sense of cycles. If I keep dating a particular type of girl and the same things keep happening, I'm getting worse. Why? Because I'm not learning. Now, if I done experienced it 2 or 3 times and I notice a pattern, okay, this, okay, I need not to date girls with these attributes or these behaviors or this mindset. I need to date something different. Now I date something different, and guess what? I get a different result because I did better. I learned. I can sit there and blame the girls all day. Like I said, I can sit up here and say these women ruined my life. They set me back. I got set back 3 different times fucking around with women. I can sit up here and say all women are like this because I did. No, man, they was just being them. I can't be mad at them for being them. I should have recognized. Hey, look, not saying I don't even like. I'm not even saying they bad people. They just bad for me. We don't mix. You know, we don't mix. Maybe it's people who like shit like that. Maybe, you know, some people used to that. That's who they for, not for me though, because I'm not used to shit like that. I ain't used to shit like that. So I had to find something I want. And guess what? You know why people don't do that? Because they gotta put work in. Like I said, if you create a standard, you have to live up to that standard. I can't say I want this particular female if I don't match that. That'd be the problem. That's like people be wanting steak but only can afford spam. you you got the taste for steak, but you only can afford spam. So now you gonna try to turn some spam into a steak and get mad when you bite it. It's still spam. You can't be mad at the spam for not being a steak. You got to build yourself up to the steak or settle for the spam. They got options. But don't get mad at that spam just because you tried to dress it up like steak. And when you did it, it still tastes like spam. You can't be mad at the spam. And that's what I'm telling you with people. You know, you can, ladies, I'm gonna say this to you, and I'm gonna say this to this go to the ladies, because I done seen some dudes tried to build up. I'm not gonna lie, I did it. Look, I tried to build a chick. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I tried to. I just seen so much potential, and I'm thinking like, if I get her out of this environment, if I put her around this, she, nope, that shit ain't work. So I'm not just gonna say ladies, but ladies do it a lot more often, right? Stop trying to turn spam into steak, okay? Don't try to turn. It's always gonna be spam. It's just gonna be spam. If it don't come from the cow, it's spam. It's just what it is. My bad, I ain't even check. 14 is it's 4 Gary, my brother, what up, my 33? What up, 9? Appreciate you. Caviar tastes like noodle money. But am I making sense? Am I making sense with that? Joshua, what up, though? My bad, I'm not in the chat. Now you about to get a whoop around. Ask yourself, what can I do to prevent it from happening again? There you go, right there. Are you gonna try, Roger? Yeah, oh man. Oh, holding on to negativity will show enough hold you back. Facts for I'm still alive, bro. Definitely got 3 cup favorite. Kevin, yeah, I read that part. Oh man, y'all have me cracking up. But that's what I'm saying though. Like I said, some things. Like I said, my brother. Man, I ain't even about to talk about that. But this thing that happened to me is, I'm gonna be honest. Just practicing forgiveness, I was able to do. But it's some things, space is great. I can forgive somebody long as I don't have to see him or talk to him, or I'm just saying sometimes space is better. Just because you forgive for people don't mean you have to fuck with them. Nah, have a nice life. I wish you the best, and this is like a truth saying I'm not gonna, touch you. I have to forgive you, not for you, but for me, to let it go and move on and live my life. I'm not even thinking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even pulling on that. I'm just still marching forward. And to do that, I gotta let it go. But to let it go, you sometimes you gotta, hey, I forgive you. I just don't fucks with you. And that's okay. Somebody asked me that. I think the last conversation I was talking about forgiving. Well, the forgiving me? No, hell no. You ain't never got to deal with them again. In fact, I don't. Some motherfuckers don't even exist to me no more. Like they don't exist. You know how big this planet is. Only thing I got to do is not communicate with you. You don't exist. But yeah, to let it go, sometimes you gotta let it go, completely go. See you, you know. But that's important. Just forgive. But to even do that, you gotta learn. And to learn, you have to accept. Like I said, it'll be cases where you just accepting the fact, like, okay, I did trust this person. Take accountability for that. You know why? Because the trust is yours to give. And if you're irresponsible giving out trust, you're just passing out trust like Oprah passing out cards, that's your fault. If you are being naive, if you are being trustworthy, if you are being gullible, that's your fault. So what? How things are supposed to be. You know, shit ain't like that. We all know shit ain't like it's supposed to be. Your neighbor ain't just your neighbor. Your neighbor might be in the basement chopping up bodies and shit, and you don't even know about it. That's the reality we live in. That's just the reality we live in. So if you ain't doing your due diligence, and making sure people earn your trust, your loyalty, your compassion, your empathy, and people take advantage of you, that's your fault. We know there's bad, fucked up people in the world. We know that. So why be an easy target for them? And if you are, it's your fault. And until you learn that, you're going to be a victim. And call it what you want to. I don't care what nobody says. If you sit up here and people keep doing shit, if shit keep happening to you, that's because you're a victim. That's because you ain't learning and you allowing yourself to be put in situations. At a certain age, when you have control of your destiny, when you're the author of your book, it's your responsibility. As a child, then we depend on the people who uh who created us as children. So even if you went through something as a child, understand when you have kids, it's your duty to protect them so they don't have to go through it. Because they might not be as strong as you. They might not be warriors. They might be victims. So it's up to you to learn from your pain to prevent theirs. It's up to you. That's why you made it through. A lot of people don't make it through stuff, but you did. So that's why it's important for you to learn. Commander in the building, what up, Nine? The General, the Minister of Defense, what up, Nine? Due diligence. Due diligence. Yeah, I'm not change comes to us in many forms. Sometimes we are cornered and pressured. Yeah, get uncomfortable. You feel? How does the person change their mindset that they're comfortable in? You have to get uncomfortable. You have to be okay first. You have to be okay with being uncomfortable. And then look at your comfortability. Why are you comfortable? You know why most people are comfortable? Think of the word comfort. You ain't got to do shit. That's when I'm most comfortable, right? Because I don't have to do stuff. So why is it a problem being uncomfortable? Because you have to do shit. You have to put that work in. To change your mindset, that's work. That's work. So that's why a lot of people don't want to change it because it's easy, it's comfortable, and they ain't got to do shit. So get uncomfortable. But like Rolo said, sometimes you need to be cornered. Sometimes you need to be pressured. You know, my mindset wouldn't change until I felt like, I mean, basically what he said, I was cornered and pressured, not in the physical sense, but more in the mental sense. Like when I realized like how I'm like the way I'm living is how it's like affecting everybody. Like it was bigger than me. I'm just thinking about me, but the reckless things I'm doing has an effect on other people. It has an effect on other people. The things I do can get other people hurt. When you realize that, like, hold on, man. Like, yeah, I'm willing to take the risk and the consequences, but guess what? They might not come back to me. They might go to somebody close to me that I love that ain't had nothing to do with nothing I'm doing, and they get hurt behind it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So, I mean, you gotta figure out your why. A lot of times, the reason why you should change ain't strong enough. It ain't a good enough why. Because if you think about it, the reason people backslide or backpedal is because of adversity. When you meet that adversity, when you meet that hump, that hill, you want to get comfortable. So you just go back to doing what you know how to do. Because your why ain't big enough. You gotta make your why bigger than failure. And that way, when you fail, you just get up and try again. My bad, man. Oh, my bad. That was Gary West. I thought that was shit. My bad, G. Yeah, yeah. You have to. But see that's when well, I'm not even gonna get into that, but whatever it is, but, okay, everything for real. Even when we are done wrong with maturity, we still have to ask ourselves what part. Yes, and that's the part I try to nail into people's head because a lot of times I'd be listening to people or somebody would come to me and they'd be telling me what a person did and I hear it. Okay, I understand what that person did. Um, but what could you have did? Nothing they did, people just well you don't expect people to why do you not expect? Why don't we expect? That's a lie. We always expect people to lie. We should always expect people to cheat. That's just nature of humans. These are all possibilities. Not saying everyone does it, but we know it happens. So that's just nature of humans. The fact is, there's a lot of different types of personalities, and um, at any point in time, a person can change. At any time, me and my wife has a great relationship. She could wake up in the morning like "fuck you," and she wants something different. That shit happens. She can hit her head and not fucking remember me tomorrow. Shit like that happens. So these are all possibilities. So I always tell people just accept whatever happens, learn from it, understand what you could have did because it's always after the fact people say, "Well, damn, I did. This sign was there, that sign was there." Yeah, and you ignored it, so that's your fault. They were just if you seen signs and behavior, you know what that tells you? They were just being themselves. That's it. They were just being themselves. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying this is reality, right? I don't care about what's right or wrong. None of that really matters. What's right and wrong? We can say it matters, but when I'm talking about when we're observing and when we're learning, There's no such thing as right and wrong. It's only what happened, what the reality of it is, why it happened. When we're observing and learning, I'm not talking about it on a personal level, right? But if I'm observing something, if I'm on the outside looking in, trying to understand the situation, I don't have time to think about what's right and wrong. That's the what. I'm trying to get to the why. So if it's something fucked up, we can keep sitting here saying, "Oh, that's messed up." But until we get to the why, we never learn how to stop the shit, how to prevent it from happening, how to avoid it, how to see it coming. We will never get to how to fix the shit if we keep looking at what happened and judging that. This is why I say I'm a solution seeker. I care about the what, but I don't put the what before the why. I need to know why before I care about the what. There's other people out here, they deal with the what. I'm the why guy. I need to know why. So yeah, I don't do. I'm not gonna be doing all that. What we do the whys over there. We figure out why shit happened, why shit occurred. That's how you solve things. That's how you find solutions. That's how you make things better. It's to understand how it became. You'll never make something better just by punishing people. You on a trip. That's what's up, bro. I'm happy you made it. You still on the trip? What's going on? Oh man, Rollo cracking me up, man. I don't know what is that. You gotta take out. I ain't talking to you. I don't know what's going on. Cause and effect, yeah, to every. Yeah, you see everything different, bro. You see everything different. You have to question things. Every possibility is the final outcome of that change there. Yeah, man. And this I recommend it. I'm trying. She like don't read the chat words. But yeah, every outcome is different. You know, you can go through the same thing twice and get different outcomes because of circumstances or conditions. But that's why I tell people it's not a one size fit all to life, right? It's really not. You know, so many different ways to do things and get things done. You have to find what works for you, and what works for you right now might not work for you later. You might need to advance it. You know, so that's why growth is important. You know, Brother Gary always say, stop being grown and just grow. You know, once you grown, you have no room to grow, he always says. So stop being grown and just grow. You know, that's what I was thinking about this earlier. You know, this is a little bit off subject. Um, but I was thinking about this earlier, right? Everybody go through shit. Rich people, poor people. No one has just an easy life. You know, some problems or situations are worse to others, but everybody goes through shit. But it's like we expect the people, like everyone, to have it together. It's some things you will go through that you have no control over, right? Like You can be doing everything right, and something happens to a close family member, or something. I was watching this clip where these people was just walking down the street and a bus lost control and hit them. Stuff like that happens. You know, you. The point I'm trying to make is like we always say no one is perfect, but we expect people to be perfect. That shit is so fucking weird to me. It's like we want to make sure people got it all together. Even like Brother Gary was saying this the other day. He was like, we looking at the messenger and not listening to the message, right? We look for people to be like have it all together to accept what they're saying. When the reality is everyone goes through shit. Everyone do. Even the people who we think got it together, we find out that they don't. And then we see them as human, and then it's like, oh my God, they fake. How's they fake? They humans, bro. We all here having a human experience. Meaning good shit go happen, bad shit go happen. We go fuck up, we go make some horrific mistakes. But if we learn from them and grow from them, why are we criticizing people for that? Why are we I don't the main reason I don't feel the need to judge people is because I'm too busy trying to I can't judge nobody. I done did some fucked up shit. In my past, I am not the same person I was 15, 16 years ago. I'm not the same person. It took a lot of growth, a lot of maturity, a lot of understanding. I had to ask for forgiveness. I had to forgive myself. It took a lot of work. I'm not the same person. But the messed up part is about that. All that work I put in to become something different in the last 15 years, put myself around the wrong people in the wrong places. All that work I put in could be gone in a matter of fucking seconds. It'd be gone in a matter of seconds by making the same mistake. Put myself around the same people, put myself in the same environment. I had to take myself away. When you change, you have to change every fucking thing. This is just my story, right? I had to change. I had to change my look. When you become a new person, become a new person. Don't try to hold on to none of that old shit. Redefine yourself. I don't know how I got into that, but back to the subject. Hey, talking to you, Gary. I mean, Rollo, you were not. We just learned the right. But they said, but you know what? You do break down is different minerals and amino acids that's in corn that you extract. You know, if you notice anything high in fiber, your body don't really break it down, but you extract that fiber from it. Corn is a good source of fiber too. It's a filler, but it's a good source of fiber. Sugar love, what up, though? Oh, sugar, sugar. Yeah, but um, you been having some fire shows. You been having some fire shows lately. I'm gonna have to get up on the panel one day with y'all and rock out. Y'all go check out Sugar Love, man. She had a couple dope shows this week, last week. I just got hip to oh man, I can't even remember her name. But your co-host. Yeah, I just got hip to her. But yeah, y'all be having some fire shows. I've been in the I was in the bushes today, this morning, or earlier, the one you did earlier. I didn't catch the second one. I was with the kids. I was taking my son on a bike ride. He's riding his bike now, and I'm getting my walk on. So, well, yeah, there was some good shows. I like how you give people the platform to tell their story too, and that's what I was talking about too, like healing. Like just listening, and one of the key components of healing is us taking accountability for the parts that we play. If it's small, big, even if it's trusting the wrong people, understanding that's how you learn from. Okay, I trusted the wrong person. That's why this happened. You have to take accountability to even say I trusted the wrong person. The person was just being a person. If a thief is a thief, go be a thief. Just because they dealing with you don't mean they ain't go steal. Asshole, go be an asshole. Just because they dealing with you don't mean they ain't gonna be an asshole. Manipulator is gonna manipulate. Just because they with you don't mean they ain't gonna manipulate. So it's up to us to be smart. It's up to us to be wise. It's up to us to learn. Of course, we go through all these things when we don't have experience with it. But once we experience it one time, two times, three times, okay, look, it ain't everybody else's fault. It ain't everyone else's fault. It's mine. I have to get out this environment. I have to get away from these type of people. Are these type of people all over the world? Yes, they are. That's why we have to be responsible and identify. We have to learn. And the only way we learn if we take the power back. Stop being a victim. Be a warrior. Gotta be a warrior. Gotta fight through things. In a fight, you have to learn. That's where your knowledge is your weapons. Look, don't go through shit and don't take nothing from it. Don't let nobody put you through shit and you don't learn from it. Take something from it. Take that L. The L is lesson. It ain't lost. See, that's another mindset. When you go through things so many times and be get victimized, when you're constantly being victimized, you are a victim. And you look at things like losses. But when you're a warrior, you get knocked down, you learn how to get back up. And guess what? Next time you get swung on, you understand it, you experience it. So you know how to block it, parry it, dodge it, avoid it. You learn from it. So you don't get knocked down again. But if you don't learn, you gonna keep getting your ass dropped. If you don't know how that right hook come over that glove, if you don't understand how to twist that hip and get that mitten up, you gonna keep getting hit by that damn hook. You gonna keep getting hit. James, what up, though? Let's be in the building, people. What up, sis? Like I said, if I go through things, like if something happened and it's like, okay, yeah, this person messed up. Okay, if I go through it again, I'm like, hold on. Like, damn, I just went through this. The third time is like, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Because this happened three times. So it's not by coincidence, unless it's a league of fucked up people coming after me. It has to be me. It's what am I allowing for this to happen? What kind of environment am I in for this to continue to happen? What kind of people am I letting in for this to keep happening? I have to take accountability to learn from. Once I understood, okay, I understand. Because you know what? I am the way I am, right? That's just how I am the way I am, right? I'm not saying that I can't be an asshole. That's why I don't put myself around people who I have to be an asshole to. That's why I'm not an asshole. I never said I'm not an asshole. I just don't put myself around particular type of people that draw the asshole out of me. I had to learn that. I had to learn that because you know what? I'm not just gonna let people disrespect me, right? I'm just not gonna let it happen. So guess what? I have to put myself around people who just ain't gonna disrespect me for no reason. You have to. I mean, you understand who you are, and you have the right to put yourself around the people who appreciate you. You have that right. You don't have to deal with everyone. You don't. That's not what life is. There's too many fucking people on this planet to try to kiss everyone's ass. So we don't just have to be put ourselves around the people who appreciate it and don't feel bad for that. If people don't appreciate you, fuck them. You know, I'm not saying I can be around when I say people don't appreciate me, it's people around me who be like, man, you tripping. Or they get in my shit if I'm tripping. I'm not putting myself around no kiss ass. But I don't like people who want to take advantage of me. And it's certain like when you a good person, man, and you just want to do right and be right, and it's people who will come in and take advantage of it. It's people who might misread like this, for instance, right? This is what one of my pet peeves, right? One of my pet peeves. Don't put no fucking expectations on me that I don't know about. I don't like that. If I didn't agree to something, you can't hold me to it. I don't care how you think I'm supposed to be or how I should be. That's your thought. I never said I was that. So no, don't put no expectations on me that I don't know about. And people will do that. Well, I expected you to. You didn't tell me that. We didn't agree to that. You talking about what I'm gonna do? Now we're gonna do what we're gonna do. So we don't talk about what we're gonna do. Then word ain't doing it. But if it's an expect, I'm not saying because to interact with people, someone tell me like, look, man, shit, we gonna be cool. This is what I expect, and I have the opportunity to agree or disagree. That's fucking fair, right? That's fair. I never go to nobody and expect something from them and not tell them I expect it from them. I always tell people that. So when people do shit and I look at, well, I expected you to, I don't even want to talk to you no more. I expect you to leave me the hell alone for the rest of your life now. That's how I feel. People do that. That's how I feel. But that's communication, right? That's communication. But that's one of the things I promise you, you will fail at every time is putting expectations on people. And not, you have no ground to stand on if you never told them, well, that should be normal. Fuck that. I don't, what's normal to me ain't gonna be normal to somebody. Think about this. I live in Detroit, right? What's normal to me is not normal in New York. And we both up north. Now you go down south, it's not normal in Georgia, something totally different. Texas, something totally different. But we all interacting with one another. That's why communication and understanding one another is key and vital. We didn't have situations where terminology because we live in different places of the United States, but the same word is used different ways. We had a miscommunication just because of the terminology. But you can't expect somebody to know something you ain't told. You just can't. And that's just one of my pet peeves. I am nice. I am very nice. I am sweet and I'm sour. I love my wife call me. She called me sweet and sour. I am nicest person in the world if you allow me to be. Remember, that's my catchphrase. I'm only what I'm allowed to be. I love being nice. I really do, but I'm only nice to people who worthy. Honestly, like, what I'm gonna be nice to an asshole? Nah, I'm gonna have fun with them. Nah, I get to be a dick, you know. But nah, it's you. It it was so hard for me to say at first, but the more you think about it, just being real. I'm not saying like when I go outside, I'm very cordial and respectable and everything. But if a person shows they're not worthy of my kindness, I'm not giving it to them. I'm not about to be kind to someone cussing me out or just being a dick to me. What I'm gonna be kind for? They don't deserve that. But the average person walk down the street, even if I say hi to somebody and they don't say hi, I don't get mad or nothing. That pisses my wife off. Right? That pisses my wife off. I'm not. If some look, if I disturb somebody's peace by speaking to them, I can accept their attitude. I can honor because I don't know 'em. I mean, I'm up north, so it's different too. So if I say hi and the person catches an attitude, I don't say nothing to get mad. You better not jump on my couch. My dog is a jerk. But yeah, I don't get upset. If I say hello or speak and no one says nothing, it's annoying, but I don't get upset because shit, I'm probably disturbing their peace. They probably don't feel like talking, so I'm gonna get mad because they ain't speak. Oh, that pissed my wife off. How rude! She sound like a little girl off Full House. How rude! She said that shit so they can hear it. I mean, like, I hate when we pull up and get fast food. Oh my God. With my wife, I'd be like, look, don't say shit until we get our food. Then you can talk all the shit you want. My wife be on the intercom, she be ready to like you just ignorant. Like, shut up, wait till we get our food, woman. What the hell? They gonna spit in my man. Now I'm mad at her. Like, chill out. She don't be scared. She be wanting to get it in on the intercom. I'm like, you gonna pull up, nigga, gonna throw a drink in your face or something. Yeah, but I ain't want. I mean, I don't. But I'm talking about the people who are just ignorant and rude. Nah, I don't like those people. I'm not like those people. But I am the sweetest thing. The sweetest thing. Yeah, I'm telling you, she'd be like, how rude. That's gonna be hilarious. And that's all she watch. Full House and Friends. I'll be like, man, I don't even watch. I tell her sometimes I'm so happy I'm legally blind, so I ain't got to keep watching these same shows over and over with you. I can't even see the TV no more. I hope she ain't listening. She gonna cuss me out. But oh man, I'll be like, I can't watch Vampire Diaries no more. Like she be binge watching the same series over and over and over. Like I've been with her 12 years. She don't watch Vampire Diaries, the whole series. Probably watched it 4 times. She don't watch Friends like 4 or 5 times. Um, Full House, the new one and the old one. I'm looking like, why you keep this new shit out? Watch something new, shit. Oh, now she watching Bridgerton. Like, just turn the TV off. Tell her to go watch Ancient Aliens or something. Shit. I can't watch stuff like that. I watch it one time, I'll be like, I'm straight. Didi, I'm gonna get in trouble, ain't I? My wife gonna kick my ass in the morning. But she ain't gonna listen to it until Tuesday. So I'm safe, y'all, until Tuesday. So if y'all don't hear from me Tuesday, Wednesday, she got me. She got me, dog. Oh no, I'm just having fun. Is it peanut butter patty time? Yes, it is. We are at the hour mark. Yeah, but I just wanted to. I was gonna do this last night, but I'm not gonna lie. It's like I really hate going live on my phone. I don't. I am not motivated to go live on my phone. I do not like this. Um, and my funds still be clear yet, so probably ain't gonna clear until Tuesday, Wednesday, and then yeah, by Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, I will be. Ugh, no bad. I will be getting a new laptop soon. I might just say fuck it and just get my whole system. But I'm about to yeah, I'm about to do we about to do some major spring cleaning. So um there's a lot of stuff we was trying to donate. I hate throwing stuff out that people can use. I do. Because well, I don't want to say that, but yeah, yeah. It's always good to donate stuff that you're not using. It helps out, especially never mind. Anyway, so I always try to donate stuff, but we just haven't had the time to like drop the stuff off because um, all the paperwork is done online now. So I mean that part is easy. It's just dropping the stuff off because the way it is. Anyway, so we just go throw a lot of stuff out. So I'm nicely ordering a dumpster and about to start throwing. I'm gonna get the garage cleaned out and uh, the basement. So that's gonna be in motion. And then I'm going. My wife's birthday is on the 7th. We're going up north. Uh, yeah, we're going. I don't. Yeah, we're going up north. So I might go live when we go up there. I might go live one night. Um, but yeah, we going not the weekend of her birthday, but the week after that. I'm just mad because I can't take my dog. Can't take my dog. Can't take my baby. I mean, I can take her, but we couldn't find a hotel, and I don't know what's going on up there, but everything is booked, and like we can't find a hotel with that allow animals. So I gotta leave my baby home, living with my dad. My dog like I was gonna say my dog like my pistol. I take it everywhere. Just say APOP. Hold it down, my lady. Uh, what in the windows, maybe? Go ahead and do it. Yeah, Oh, I'm on a leather. You talk about that, so I'm on a leather couch. Yeah, leather sectional. I'm just stretched out right now on the couch. Chilling. Yeah, but yeah. So I should have that next week, and then me and Tay probably gonna do our show. Man, it's so much stuff that came out on that dude thing. Did I drop the link? I don't know if I dropped the link. If I dropped the link, I gotta leave out. I'll be right back. Let me go drop the link real quick. Can you hear me now? Actually, an hour later, Rolo. An hour later. You still ain't do your research. I done gave you the research, man. I don't know, man. That junk is. Look, man. To me, this is my opinion. If everything they saying about this dude is true, he ain't got no type of street smarts. Like my dude, if you a deadbeat dad, you should not be on no dating show online talking about I ain't got no kids. Like ain't nobody go expose you. You should not be coming online trying to, do anything like far as the GoFundMe or any of that. If you got a record, like you look, bro. If you, this the thing, right? I don't hold nobody record against them. But if you just did some domestic violence shit 2 years ago, my dude, I don't think you. Um, I don't think I don't know. That takes counseling, bro. When you have a problem putting your hands on female, you need to go through therapy and counseling. That just don't change overnight. When I'm not talking about if you get into an incident and you punch it like you defending yourself or something. No, I'm talking about when you have a history of abusing women. That just don't fix overnight. You can say I found Jesus and all that. I don't. That shit is a shield to me, homie. Like that shit just don't change overnight. You putting trackers and intentionally putting the like, bro, you weird. Oh, in the name of love, you do crazy shit. This ain't no Ike Turner story. That's the problem. Y'all, that ain't love doing crazy shit like that. That's lust, motherfucker. You're lusting. That's not love. You don't put no tracker on nobody's car talking about I love you. Hey man. But see, motherfuckers like that. That's why I don't be coming on the line defending nobody I don't know. I'm straight. I ain't defending people. Like, only thing I was saying, like, in the pop the balloon thing, and that aspect of it, like shit, I can understand. I still don't think he was like rude. I just think he was ignorant. I think he was extra. He did too much. I wouldn't do it, but that's common of men in these days. They do too much. They be competing with females. That's the average man nowadays. Dudes be compete. I'm louder than you. I ain't trying to be louder than no female. I'm straight. Let her holler, scream, and yeah. That's why people. I ain't even about to say that. But nah, it's just yeah. I don't do all that. But just because I don't do it, don't mean it's wrong. I just don't. I don't think he was. And I wasn't trying to read him like that. I thought it. I don't. I don't take that shit serious. You know, like it's a game show, pop the balloon. So I'm thinking everybody on there a little sassy and stuff. It's like, man, it's stuff coming online. This lady said that he got a baby. He said he don't know. He never had the DNA test. Then it was pictures I seen today with him with the kid. I'm like, hold on, bro. What the hell you need a DNA test if you playing daddy? If you was playing daddy at the beginning, bro, and you still ain't getting nah, man, nah. They got you sleep next to the kid with a baby unless it's Photoshop. I don't know. And then they got you holding the kid had to be like 2 or 3. You know, you walking with them and stuff like come on. And now all of a sudden you need a DNA test. You should have had it done. You got me fucked up. Let somebody say it's my. Like, oh, this your kid. I'm gonna spit. Where all you want to spit at? I'm gonna give these. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of it. I got some hair for you. It's on my chin, but I can give it to you. What else you need? We gonna figure this out. We gonna figure this out. But I don't know. Anybody can be lying. Everybody can be lying. All this shit can be scripted. We don't know. Like this internet shit weird, man. Like it's content. Oh man, I almost said something. But it's content creators on here, right? And I'm in a sector where well, I ain't in that sector, but when I first came into YouTube, I wasn't even really in the sector. I only watched one person's thing. I don't really watch everybody from over there. But like they be doing weird shit, right? Running plays, and so I don't put too much into that shit. People weird on here. They just um, I don't come for all that. So no, I just think. But you don't know what the hell be going on. People be having fake beats on there and shit for clicks and views. And I'm straight with them. I got too much shit going on in real life to I sit behind the scenes and talk about content, talk about a show, what information we bring, even if it's entertainment, right? But I'm not about to come over here and fake no beef and lie to nobody. I don't do all that. But if it's entertainment, yeah, I'll sit back and we can create a show, but we gonna tell the people this is a skit. Like, look, this is entertainment. Right? We're gonna have some fun with it. All that I don't do that shit in real life. Running plays and shit on people. Like just deceiving people, like lying to people for clicking a view. I'm straight on that. But everybody come on here for different reasons. I just don't come on here for that. So I don't do it. And I don't deal with it and I don't do it. What I have heard is man, I'm telling you, yeah, it's there's a lot. Yeah, they say he got like and man, this story the lady told his ex girlfriend. Like, man, that shit sound wild, bro. I'm like, man, you did all that. Like, if a female cheat on me, man, I ain't about to do nothing. I'm about to tell you to have a nice life and keep it moving. Like that, I don't understand that. I don't know. Maybe I had a fucked up childhood and I just never really got attached to people. Like, hey, maybe that's a good thing then, because these dudes be like women too. Y'all women crazy as hell. Oh, I got man. I don't know if I should bring it up in this segment because this is kind of petty towards the female. I'm about to be petty towards the female. So if everybody said I be kissing women, that Gary, I'm about to get my symptom card taken from this one. My simp card gonna get took because I heard something and it kind of ticked me off today. I heard something and it kind of ticked me off today. I am so sick and tired of women saying men are sexual deviants. Like y'all women ain't no fucking freaks. Like y'all ain't no sex addicts and y'all ain't women. Look, this is just a raw fact, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it with simple observation that everyone has to agree with because it's just a fucking fact, right? Listen to what I'm telling you. Like, y'all women, y'all just as much freaks as men. Y'all talk about all men want to do is get it, get it, get it, get it, do it. Do it. Y'all women just like that. Women are just like that, and you can't deny it because they got a whole fucking industry backed by it. Y'all got motherfucking more toys than Mattel. Like, hold on, I know somebody in this thing, and you chilling. Oh, no, we good. It must be because I'm on live. I thought somebody rung my doorbell. Like, hold on. I thought somebody actually rung my doorbell. I'm like, hold on, man. And my dog just sitting here, just chilling, and people ringing my door. You let somebody walk on my porch? But back to y'all women. Yeah, yeah, Gary, simp card gone, bro. They gonna be mad at me for this one. But women, y'all sexual deviants. I don't care what nobody says. Y'all got all types of fucking toys. Y'all got shit to go in you, and you push the remote control button later, and then you got the roses, and you got, man, they got power drills and shit. And y'all talking about men. Y'all talking men don't get all that shit. We trying to get it from y'all. Y'all got all these robotic toys. They get all different shapes and colors and glow in the dark. Got lights on them and shit like that. They battery powered. You got a Bluetooth charger. You got, man, nah, 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 nah. I don't want to hear. I'm gonna start going there every time I hear women say, oh man, wanted sex." Bullshit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear women saying that. Y'all can't say that no more. Don't say that shit around me. All man want to do is screw. Yeah, at least we trying to screw y'all. All y'all doing is screwing. Y'all screwing rubber all day. Women burn more rubber than the damn Indy 500. All y'all do. Y'all get the damn apps on y'all phone now and shit. All women do. That's all y'all do. Bunnies and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is a bunny? All these different. So I'm telling you, man, they got more toys than Mattel. They got more Toys R Us. Ain't got shit on the women. See, that's why y'all get. That's why y'all okay without men now, because y'all got all these damn toys. The toys got RPMs. You know what RPM stand for? That's some shit you see on the speedometer. You got RPMs on your car, and y'all got toys with RPMs and shit. This shit is out of control. And y'all talk about men, but look at the shit y'all. Man, no, I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear men are sexual deviant. Y'all, half of the shit look like torture devices. Half of the shit women use on themselves looks like torture devices. But y'all talking about men are sexual deviants because we trying to get it from women. Y'all getting it from, I don't know. I'm telling you. So I don't want to hear it. Appreciate you, Rolo. But I'm just saying, I just had to put that out there. Yeah, that Queen Maker lady, like, man, and she's saying that when she man, I'm gonna be quiet. I almost said something. We ain't on petty vision. We'll be quiet. Nah, man, that shit weird. I don't want to hear that. It ain't. How many male whorehouses do you see? Man, them ladies getting stuck and duck, stuck and duck, stuck and duck. Cut it out. I don't want to hear it. Brothels and what are they? What is the other word for them? They call them brothels and bathhouses or whatever. Yeah, them ain't men in there. Them women. One leave out, another one go in. One leave out, another one go in. No, y'all women are sexual deviants. So men, appreciate you, Laura. Appreciate you. So men, I'm telling you, don't let women say that no more. They can't call it sexual deviant. They can't call it. If they call you a sexual deviant, tell her you want to see every app on her phone and make sure something don't say Rose or Bunny or some shit on there. I bet you. I'll bet you. I bet you get 10 women in here, at least four of them got apps on their phone that work shit like that. 10, 4 out of 10. I'm gonna say 4 out. I'm being nice. I'm being nice. 4 out of 10 women got an app on their phone. They got something to do with a rose or a bunny or some shit like that. That might be a generous number, huh? I'm gonna do a live about this. We will do it on Petty Vision though. I ain't gonna do it over here. Oh man. Hey, Lauren, am I lying though? Am I lying? Man, they got power drills and shit. I'm like, man, man, look, you know, I'm not gonna sit here in front like, like I wasn't watching porno. But when that free porno stuff happened and you just didn't have the tape no more, right? And you online and you can see everything that the universe has to offer, man, that shit scared me. Y'all women, y'all fucked up, man. Y'all fucked up. Y'all talk about men now. Y'all fucked up. Y'all be doing some crazy shit. Y'all women be doing some crazy shit. I'm looking like that's a sawzall with a toy at the end of it. What are you gonna do with that? Like, no, no. That's what like people be fantasizing about porno stars. Man, hell no. Nah. I'm sorry. I'm straight. No, 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 no. Y'all done had Mercedes rolled up in there, Rolls Royce, tractor trailers. I'm straight. Y'all done had some of everything in there. I'm good. Nope. I'm good. But yeah, back to the subject. My petty time is over. But yeah, I didn't want to stay too long anyway. But I just wanted to tap in on that, because self accountability is a superpower, I promise you. You'll learn so much about yourself, you'll understand so much about the world too, because now you're not in a victim state. You're not in the mind state of people are doing things to me. You're in a warrior state. You're in a strategy state. You have to life is not about surviving, it's about strategizing. You got the wrong S. You get stuck. Surviving is a part of strategy, but that ain't the part that you're supposed to get stuck and live in. Right? You have to think, you have to learn, you have to grow. People get stuck in cycles because they don't learn. That's why they keep going through the same lessons. Oh, just like in school. If you don't learn what you're supposed to learn, guess what? You got to do it all over again. You got to do it all over again from the beginning. If you fail the eighth grade, you don't start in the second semester of the eighth grade. You start from the beginning. You got to do it all over again. And that's what life cycles are. You're not learning. That's why you keep going through these loops. And one of the main reasons you ain't learning because you're looking at it like these people are doing this to me. Okay, why are they doing it to you? When you ask yourself why instead of looking at the what happens is you understand the part you play. They're doing this to me because I am weak. That's one of the hardest things you have to accept. But I had to accept that in one part. Why am I keep going through the same shit with these women? It's because I am weak. I am vulnerable. And the part in the aspect I was weak at, I didn't want to change. I enjoy being compassionate. I enjoy being empathetic. But if you are compassionate and empathetic around the wrong people, they go screw you. They will take advantage of it. So yes, I was weak in that environment around those type of people. I am weak. They look at my kindness as a weakness. And that's the reality. Yes, I am. Because I'm gonna be compassionate. I'm this is who I am. So I had to put myself around people who appreciate that, who wouldn't take advantage of it. And guess what? I had to understand and make them earn that. And it's nothing, no hoops or hurdles or nothing like that. It's just people being real. Amanda, can y'all hear me? Yeah, I didn't go out, did I? She jumped down. Okay. What up, Nine? Can y'all hear Commander?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. What up, Nine?
What up,
What up,
Nine?
Nine? What happened? What you like? You put the screen up. You thought I was gonna flash you with some toys and stuff, some Mattel.
I had to make, they got me like that one time. They used, I don't know if you remember, oh shit, I forgot his name. Damn, he used to, when I first started, he used to be in my chat and Nate chat. What is his name? I can't remember his name now.
Oh, I bet I know it.
Gosh, what is his name? I don't even see nobody in the chat who will remember it. Nate, what's our boy name who made the Discord? The dude who punched the bull or punched the horse. Um, damn,
I don't
I
want to
don't
start.
think of his name.
I could say a bunch of names, but I don't want to start saying names and like, yeah.
Big burly white dude. Real cool dude, real soft spoken.
Wait, big brawly white dude?
Yeah, that was my boy. I forgot his name. I cannot. That was
Oh,
so bad.
I
I
was gonna say
remember his
rooster,
name.
but no, that's a big brawly black boy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name now. Oh man, Papa will remember. Papa was in here, or KY. If Nate was in here, he'll remember. I can't remember his name, but yeah, they used his profile pic and his name came up on the panel and got me with the you know the bombing.
Somebody said, "What is this nonsense?" I know it's nonsense, huh? I just came to save you from yourself. The word.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
What is it?
Well,
Lobsco?
it's Lobsco. What is the origin of that name? What made you create a profile named Lobsco? What motivated you? Do you like lobsters and like Costco or something and put it together? Lobsco. Is that a nickname? I want to have a conversation with like people who say come in and say stuff like that. I'm interested in that. Why they
Like the
think it's
beans?
nonsense. Yeah.
Like the beans? Beans and fishing?
Oh, I like beans. Beans cool. Beans is cool. I like beans. He was cool. I can
What
have
was
a
his name?
I can't remember.
Tyler.
Tyler, yeah. I'll call him Bean Guy. Once he start talking about beans, like I even told him that I'm just calling you beans. Just come in and drop beans. I know it's you. So shout
Cool
out to
beans.
Tyler.
Cool
Yeah,
beans.
Tyler. My dad say that all the time. Cool beans. I didn't know where I
Oh,
got it from, and then Like he said it one day, and I just had like this flashback, and I just heard it like 130 times through my childhood. Like my dad always saying full beam. Like he always said that. I started having flashbacks.
He wants to know why we're ranting. Are we
Why I'm on
ranting?
here
Is that
ranting.
is that what's happening?
What was
Do
I
you
on here ranting about? In fact, do me a favor. Give me a definition of ranting. I'm
are
interested.
you a boy or a girl?
I can kind of
I
never
think it's a
mind.
girl, and she's mad because of the ranting about stuff.
Oh, she mad because she got the app on her phone.
Probably.
Like, God damn it,
No,
how did he know?
I was gonna say about the bubble. What is it? The pop. What was that show?
Oh, pop the balloon. Yeah,
Yeah, pop
pop
the
the balloon.
balloon. Was that just one episode? Like just one show, like one episode. It didn't go on and
No,
on with the same guy, right?
no, not with the same guy. That was just the episode. It's like an hour long, and I think he's the last guy. It's like 4 or 5 guys before him, like 3 or 4 maybe before him. One guy, like when he walked out, almost everybody popped their balloon. I was like, damn, they didn't even give him a chance to say hi. They didn't even want to know his name.
So I just saw like small clips of it. So what's the purpose of popping the balloon, or what is it?
So
How
it's
does
like
it?
a date. So it's like it's kind of cool. Once I get my laptop, I'm gonna review the show. But it's like they come on and they um like say if there's a guy, there's a couple girls there, and the girls have the option to pop the balloon if they hear or see something they're not interested in. Like if they don't have interest in him. But if the girls don't pop the balloon, then he get to ask the question or make a statement, and they give him an opportunity to go pop balloons.
So each person has a balloon, basically.
Yeah, well the
Oh.
girls do. But whoever the if it's girls lined up, they got the balloon. If it's guys lined up, they got the balloon.
Did he pop every balloon? Like he pretty much nobody fit his perfect woman.
Hey Trump, check this out, bro. If you doing that stimulus, you got my vote, bro. When you give us some more stimulus check, I'm talking shit. That was a joke. I don't want nobody to think I'm serious. I do not need a stimulus check. I am a stimulus check. But yeah, I ain't even gonna talk on that. They are the politics. But if I did vote, which I'm probably am gonna vote this year, uh, you, I don't know what the hell that was. I really don't know. I don't
I'm
know
voting
what
for
the hell
Trump.
that was.
Voting for Trump,
Yeah,
guys.
I don't
Okay.
blame you. I
Who's
don't
with me?
blame you.
Who's with me? See, like I don't understand how out of all of America, this is our only choice. Out of all,
Man,
out of everyone in America, these are the
yeah.
two people that we have to choose from.
Welcome to America. M said it. Can you join? Hey, if you can join, if you can, are you subscribed to the page? And if you can, um, show your face in the background and promise not to porn bomb me, sure you can join.
Tay, he left with a girl?
Yeah,
Tay
he
said
left
he
with a
left with a
chick.
girl.
Yeah, he left with a chick. I'm interested. Hey, Lopsco, where you go? I was having fun. Why don't patrol stay? Why don't y'all stay?
See, it's a show, so of course they're gonna act up for the cameras. Like that's the whole purpose. They're not gonna put
That's
boring people out there like that are just gonna like. But that's part of the show. They're acting, right? They're acting up on
that's
purpose.
what I was saying. Like so, like when that's why I wasn't like reading too much into it. Like, but he was just sassy. He was just sassy. And this, I'm still waiting because he was like, I could pull $100,000 out the bank. Can you? I'm still waiting for somebody to interview him, ask him about that.
I saw that
Like,
part.
can you pull $100,000 out the bank? Can you really do it? And if you can't, why would you say that?
He's a certified plumber.
And then he a journeyman. Like plumbers make money like that. You ain't making no money like that as a journeyman.
So
I
a
can guarantee
journeyman,
you, you're
isn't
not.
that someone who's learning, like who's just in their
Yeah,
first stages, like their first few
yeah.
years?
First couple, I think after you, I know plumbing and electrician is different because I was about to go to electrician school, but then I found out their journeyman process is because you go from journeyman to apprentice to master electrician, and it takes like 4 to 6 years to do that. I'm like, shit, I might as well go back to college. Fuck that. So I
Plumbers
went
make
and
good
got my.
money.
They make good money, but I didn't like that. Wasn't I wanted to learn another skill that I didn't know. Like I grew up doing carpentry. Like my stepfather, we done build garages and I helped them build 2 houses. Like I was, they had a crew, but it wasn't just like me and him. It was a crew of people. But he was he was going to school for architect, and in the small town we were in, people were buying land, and people knew he was in school for architect. So and people knew he can work on houses and cars. So he got a crew together, and only thing you need to build a house is a builder's license, and you can get that within like a year, 2 years. You
Yeah,
can
it's
take
2 years.
You can take an accelerated course and get in 8 months.
Well, because you
Um,
need to be a journeyman too. Somebody has to like
not to
vouch for
get a
you.
builder's license, to get a
Oh,
carpenter
okay.
license. To get a builder's license is different. It's more of the like you can go get your builders. I got mine. I did an accelerated course and got it in 8 months. Um, that's not. It's different from a contractor, right?
Oh, okay. I think I know what you mean. Because like a homeowner can get a builder's license and save
Yeah,
money and just hire all the people like
and
separately, and then
they can pull the permits and stuff with the
yeah,
builder's
save
license.
money.
That's why I got mine was to pull permit. So it's more, but you can't with the builders. I can pull permits, but it's only certain permits. Like I can't pull an electrician permit, but I can pull certain plumbing permits. But I can't pull anything like a sewer or like an outdoor drain permit. You need a plumber to do all that. I don't know if I can pull like an AC permit to put in the AC. I never tried. But a hot water
Maybe
tank I
maybe
could.
because it involves like the city sewer, like you have to connect to the main line. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, yeah. You need a plumber's license to do that. And I don't even know that process. I never did that. Never went that far. But pulling permits to build like garages and stuff, I did. Pulling permits to do extensions on homes, I did. Um, Building sheds, you gotta pull permits to do all that. Even fences, you gotta pull a permit to build a
Yeah,
fence.
build a
Uh,
fence, lay foundation,
yeah. So that,
roofing.
so I had my builder's license. It expired now. All my license expired actually. I gotta update my insurance license. But
I just don't understand how people are so interested in that guy to the point where they like called his job and all that. Like, do you know how many
they never
people are
did
like
that.
this dude in real life around you that are just like assholes?
No, that's what the big thing is now that he he been exposed for lying for that. Like no one called his job. He won't even give up the name of the job because he said it's legal issues. But if somebody already called it 500 times, it don't matter if you give out the name now.
So
But
he's probably jobless. Like he was already jobless
like, don't
when he
nobody,
came on the show.
man. It was. I gotta find it. 'Cause I'm gonna just use the term allegedly. But if I'm not mistaken, I was watching is the MTR or something like that, and it was a lady by the name of Miss Accountability or Lady Accountability. But she said he had warrants in a couple states. That's why I was like, you ain't that street smart. to be having warrants and coming on game shows. So I don't know if he's jobless, but I mean he was in trouble. I could pull $100,000 out the bank, but his ex girlfriend, he was riding around in her car like, well, I don't know. I don't know about all that, bro.
Well, some shows like they'll pull someone's background. I guess depends on what it is, because it's a liability of who they bring on and connect with other people.
I think if she start getting like bigger, I think she'll start doing that. But I would definitely do that because what you like if I don't know though because this is like YouTube. So it's like if I bring somebody on my panel, how but it's not a show.
Well, I'm talking
But
about
if
like
I'm doing the
reality
show,
TV shows.
y- yeah. But see that's the tricky part about like YouTube because it's like a YouTube show. So like if I'm doing a show, you know who we talking about. So if I'm doing a show, am I supposed to like before I let people hit the panel? Like if I'm doing a show on um, child abuse, should I like if in a random person that we don't know or we ain't accustomed to, should I even let them on the panel? Because I don't know their background, so I let this person on the panel, and then a week later I find out they got child abuse charges. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not big, imagine if I was big, then I have to conduct myself a little differently.
Mm,
You know, because now I'm
yeah.
more responsible. And I have responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a big crowd. Like if I was getting thousands of people in my chat or hundreds of thousands of views, I have to be more accountable of who I allow on the platform because now there, is more exposure. But imagine if I blew up tomorrow and that start happening. And it's like, how am I supposed to change? How am I supposed, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's a lot of, um, shit.
Yeah, there's so many people on here that are convicted pedos,
And
people that
you
did
just,
time.
I had, I had a guy on my panel. That guy Ryder was talking about. I don't know if you in her chat that do that facts over film, but it was like he hit my panel a couple times and he was cool. And I'm like, it was when I found out he was lying about his age. I'm like, nah, something off with this dude. I'm like, don't no grown man lie about his age. The dude 45 saying he 32. Like, why are you trying to be like, nah, that's weird. So I knew something was off then. And then I started really watching it. I try not to, I pick up on certain things. I will pick up on things, but I try not to like overanalyze nobody. You know, I try to give people a benefit of the doubt. I don't know everybody's story, right? So, but when it came out that he lied about his age as a grown man, nah, something wrong with you, bro. And
Yeah,
then
just don't say
like,
your age. If you don't want to say your age, just don't say anything.
and then he got some man. There's so much weird shit about him. And then I seen him online like putting lotion on him. Like, nah, bro, that don't, man, nah, there's something off with you. And then like it was certain statements that he made, and then he had a jacket, and he lied about that. He lied about, but he just recently, right? So he had charges before about messing with a minor, right? And just recently, he locked up right now, because he, you know, a 13 or 14-year-old. This dude was
Wow.
on YouTube, like in the Kwame Brown sector, running crazy, running nuts,
Right.
like talking about women and stuff like that. But then I'm trying to change, I'm trying to change, and I'm like, you give people a little grace, and he changed his behavior a little bit, but it was for like a month or two. It was just, you know, but yeah, it's people on here like that.
There's guys in prison. Like there was this one guy from prison who infiltrated this little group that I was in, and he got caught because little by little, like you're saying, you start catching some inconsistencies and like something's off a little bit.
Mhm.
And turns out he was in prison. He had a cell phone in prison, and he was coming on. Yeah.
Oh, And see that, and that's why like certain things, like when I hear people say, I don't play with kids. Like ain't shit funny when you talking about kids. Ain't no jokes about kids. When I start hearing people talk about like people dead family, and it's like I'm not saying they bad people for doing that. I'm just saying if they doing that, eventually, they'll do that shit to me, and it ain't gonna be pretty. So I avoid people like that. You know what I'm saying? I learned to avoid things that don't vibrate with me. Like I'm straight.
I
Ernest,
think
what
we're
up though? 755, what up though?
hey 755. I think where it becomes like a bigger issue is when you
Yeah,
take it off of here, off of YouTube, off of social media, and you start connecting with people privately, and then they have like stuff like that going on, and you basically gave them trust.
yeah. And see, that's the hard part too. And it's like I tell people, I try to come, like, I'm not about to say nothing that incriminate me or put me in danger or nothing like that. But like I said, I don't have a police record at all. So I didn't damn near dox myself. Shit, my real name, my age. I done told you I grew up on the east side. Told you what high schools I went to. It ain't that hard
Yeah,
to find me.
you can be
It's just
looked up.
really not hard. Like, so I don't have nothing to hide as far as that. But it's shit that people don't know that I'm not going to expose. But it's stuff that I'll be honest about that I had to grow and learn from. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I
Yeah,
had a drug addiction. I had a drinking problem. I had an addiction to violence. That was all me. That I can come on and speak about is in my past. Like I said, I have no record from it. Um, but I went through it. So just because it ain't on record don't mean it ain't happened. But I healed from it and I'm offering information to people that they can grow from it. Like I don't know if you know what MDMA is, but it's like the main component of ecstasy. The street drug ecstasy, but it's
yeah,
like
I've
the
heard of
pure
it.
form. Is they use point. Don't ask me how I know, but they use a gram in every 3 grams of the street drug ecstasy. Sometimes they only cut it with point 0.5, but I was taking the pure form. I wasn't taking the shit mixed. Like I've been to bake houses before. They mix a whole bunch of crazy shit. That's why I was like, I'd never take that shit again. Once I seen how they made it, like nope. I was just taking the pure form, and it was more expensive. But I had a problem. I was hooked on that for probably about. I mean, I'm not going to over exaggerate. It wasn't even really that long. It was probably about a year.
But
But that's
isn't
still
that
a
something you
year.
take like recreationally, like when you go out, or is that something that people do like on a daily?
Man, with the life I lived, that shit numbed me. It made life tolerable. So that shit was like popping a Tylenol. You got a constant headache.
Mm,
That shit, yeah, that shit
it's a
will,
crutch.
yeah, hell of a crutch. Motherfucker flowers be talking to you and shit. So yeah, so like
Yeah,
I
people
was,
have to be careful.
yeah, and see that's the thing because drugs will help you escape, but when you come back to reality, you're looking for another escape. So I had to learn how to just deal with my issues. But it's like it was so much at that time. At that time, just being honest, I had so much death around me. I didn't understand how. Can you like? I don't know. What other people experience, but it's like you be kicking it, having fun, chilling with somebody one day, and the next day they gone. They gone. You never see them again. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even.
Did you hear about those Kansas Chief um, fans that hung out, watched the game,
Yeah, yeah,
and their friends? And like he woke up, I guess, the next day in the morning, and his friends were outside. I think it was three of them. Whatever they did, whatever they took, they must have passed out, and it was snowing, it was cold, and they're
that
gone.
didn't even make sense to me. That did not make sense because at some point I don't even care, especially if you high. You ain't gonna lock me out. I'm busting through the window. I'm going right through that, and then I don't know. That just
Yeah,
don't make
but
sense.
like who knows what it was they took? Like now with like all the Fenny and stuff, you don't even know what you're taking.
And yeah,
Like
let's say they probably went out and did a bad batch, and if they did that, then I can understand. But the way he told the story, it just didn't sound right.
I know it didn't sound right, but what I think happened, this is what I think happened, is that he also took whatever it was, but he was inside. So when they say it's weird that he didn't wake up till whatever hour the next day and he didn't know, like he probably passed out too. The only difference is these guys passed out outside in the cold
And he just didn't want to admit he was getting high.
because they already did the investigation. He's free and clear. They didn't lock him up or anything. Like no charges. Like I think they all that the toxicology report came out already and everything. Yeah, I think something like that
Did they
happened.
say anything was in their system?
Yeah, I think they were saying that I think they passed out from the cold. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up again because I can't. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I don't quite remember. But he doesn't have any charges. It was an accident. Freak accidents happen, guys. Some
Oh,
things
but
don't make sense.
no, I'm saying like they did. Like,
Yeah, they're gone.
oh no, she was asking like when I say, 1 minute they here, next minute they gone. Now I went through some shit like in a matter of weeks. I done had 4 to 5 people, you know, deleted like out of there. And it's different when people die from natural causes. Somebody die from a hurt, even an accident. It's like damn, you know. But when it's different when you know, when it's violence, it hit different because you go through emotions. It's like you want revenge. You know, you go through all these different emotions, and I've been going through that for, I mean, a span of my life for like imagine 10 years. Man. I had 17 people, 17 friends of mine buried before I even graduated high school.
Yeah, yeah. You were one of the lucky ones. So was I. So am I.
And so that, I mean, so you understand, like, shit, it just hit different. So it's like I learned to appreciate life, and I just don't, I had to learn how to maneuver, and the older I got, the mature I got, I understood, like, um, there's no reset button, there's no do-overs, no, you have to live with the results, and you have to learn from them to get better results, and that's where I'm at in my life now. I'm not ashamed of nothing I've been through, because it got me to where I'm at. And I know I can go further now because what I did got me to here. So now I know I can do today and get further tomorrow. So that's where I'm focusing on now.
Well, they say people get desensitized. Do you feel like you were ever desensitized with
Hell
so
yeah.
much loss?
Yeah, I would. Because I became numb. Like death was just death. I even feel like that now. Like I accept it. But I'm talking about like violent death. It was like,
Yeah, but watch out
it
what you
wasn't
say
a
here,
surprise
remember?
no more. Like it wasn't a surprise. I expected to get something violent to happen to me. So I was desensitized. It was like I expected it. Like I just knew I was gonna die a violent death. I just knew that. So it
But
was
here you
like,
are.
yeah. And now that's why I never had kids. That's why I waited so long. Like people ask me why, and I'm always honest with that. Like when people ask why you wait so, I could have had kids when I was younger. I could have had kids, but I'm like, I'm not. I want if I wouldn't go have kids. I just had nieces and nephews. I'm cool with that because I'm not gonna leave my kids on this earth to fend for themselves. I wasn't right. I wasn't living
Well,
right. I didn't
that
want to put.
and bringing kids into the world, like into a cruel world.
Oh, I don't mind that. I mean, because the world ain't gonna change. Like this world. I mean, the world will be cruel, but I don't want to be the cruelty in the world. That would be was a little. I was that cruel. I was a big contributor to the cruelness of the world at one point in time. I can
But
honestly, I can say that.
a lot of people choose not to have kids for that reason.
Yeah,
So to not
but
bring kids to like suffer.
the world always been like this. It's just we getting hip to it. We just understanding and learning about it. But the world is never better than what we can think. But shit, look through history. Imagine going through the Black Age or slavery. Like the world has never not been cool.
Yeah, that's true. So when did you decide you wanted kids? Before you met your wife or after?
After,
After, really?
mm-hmm.
Okay, so
One for her, I wouldn't have kids.
you know how you talked about how people like should have these conversations about whether they want to have kids, how many, and like just their finances, their like is that something you guys talked about
Definitely,
before?
definitely. I asked her. I said, "If she want kids?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Do you want kids?" I said, "If I find the right person and I put myself in the position, yeah." But I had to be,
She took a
and I
risk.
was honest. Yeah, I was honest. And I told after we got serious, I told my wife like how I used to be. I told her certain places in certain places in Detroit I can't go. I can't go. I mean I can, but I'm just risking. And I told her that. Like I'm just being honest. With certain areas and places, and it ain't no beef or nothing like that. It's just I'm not welcome in those areas, and I'm smart enough not to go places where I ain't welcome. That makes sense. So ain't nobody looking for me, and I ain't looking for nobody. But it's just certain rules and regulations you abide by, and you find. Just like laws.
I do feel people should be open with some things when they're dating or they're looking to get serious with someone. But then there's some things I feel like they should withhold. They should just withhold. That the other person doesn't really need to know. That's in your past. Nothing like that you're going through right now, but something that's in your past that they don't really have to know. Some things
Yeah,
I
I
think
told
should
my
be
wife
withheld.
I told her there's definitely some stuff that I never tell her, and that's just for her own safety and benefit. But I told her I wouldn't lie. I told her I won't lie to her, but it's just certain things I'm just not gonna tell you. Because if you don't know, then you ain't have to worry about it. I don't want to put my cross on nobody else's back. So
Yeah. Well, for example, I didn't want to tell my husband that in a previous relationship I was disrespected because I didn't want him like I didn't think it was necessary to tell him and I didn't want him thinking that he could do that to me too, Like it's not necessary to tell him all that.
uh, how do I know all of this? I don't know. I apologize for just not saying that. I don't know what aspect or
I
under
think
what
it was during the part you were talking about the MD whatever. I don't even want to
the
say stuff on here
MDMA.
because of TOS.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk from an addict standpoint. I know because I used to do the drugs. Um, yeah, I used to do the drugs. That's how I know. I'm gonna talk from an addict standpoint.
I think that's what they were referring to. I'm not sure though. It was around that time. Yeah, let's say you're, well, I guess, okay, let's say you're a recovering addict. Do you think that's something that the other person should know. I mean, that's kind of important, I guess, because they
I
should
think they
know.
should
Yeah, I
because
think they
you
should
have triggers.
know.
I don't have like I hate I hate to use that term because if you actually talk to an addict, like me talking to an addict, because I sat in AA groups, they
Yeah,
tell me like, bro, you was just you was in a test phase, like you because it's like
right.
even that I cut cold turkey. It was like I just stopped doing it. Drinking, I used to like I'm telling you, I woke up one day and I looked at my dresser and I literally and I'm not over that. If I can find a picture, I'll put it in the thing. But it was a shit ton of Patron bottles. Shit ton. It had to be at least 20. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna kill myself. And I was going through some stuff at that time. And I'm like, I can't drink no more. And that when I looked at it, I had to work at 3 o'clock. I got up, I drank a gallon of water, took a shower, and went out for a run. I think I ran a mile and a half and threw up. I had to like a mile and a half and threw up. And then I just started working out like real heavy. I had to supplement it with something. So usually when I get off, I go to my boy house, get a drink, go home, get a drink. So when I got off work, I just started going to the gym every night. And I did that for like 6 years straight. And I just never had the desire to drink. Like even now, I got beer in my refrigerator.
I think
That
that's
like,
when you know you're not an addict because an addict will
yeah,
always have be an addict and at some point will maybe crave it or if they're going through a stressful time, they might think about doing it. Like so you probably weren't an addict.
but I'm addicted to working out. I am
Oh,
an addict
sure.
for that because
That's a good.
even now, no, that can be bad. That can actually
Well,
kill
even that can be bad. Yeah, you're
you.
right. Even that could be
Yeah,
bad.
because
I had to
I
think about
passed
that.
out
Yeah,
like
you're
three times since I had my surgery trying to work out. Like literally passed out.
oh, there's people who overdo it, right? Like that's their whole life.
Hmm.
It's just that. Every day, 4 hours a day at the gym.
You can stress out your heart too. I remember a couple times I had like heart flutters. Like, oh shit, like calm down.
I think a couple hours at the gym, like 3 or 4 times a week, is okay. You know, like couple hours, that's it. 3 or 4 times
Yeah,
a week is good.
yeah. I used to go every day. I didn't have a rest day.
How long would you
I would
stay?
probably about an hour, max 2 hours.
Yeah, that's
Unless
not
I'm
bad.
in there training. If I was training somebody, then I'd probably be in there for like 5, 6 hours, depending on how many people I had. But I wouldn't. I'd be working out with them, but I wouldn't do a full workout. Like if you like my wife would, cause she used to go to the gym with me after work, and she'd be like, "What the fuck are you training for? Like you part of the 300 or something? Like you on a gladiator school or something?" I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, why do you work? She said, I can't even keep up with you. And I'm like, it's not meant for you. But I've been like working out and stuff I did it my whole life. I've been playing sports since I was little, martial arts since I was little, so
If you're in
I'm
sports,
used
it's
to it.
normal. If you're in MMA or in the Olympics, then I mean that's your job. You're gonna work out. That's part of your job, pretty much.
Like even the lady, my neighbor, she said, I see you walking. And she said, you have that little boy walking like 2 miles a day with you. And she said, you walk every day. You ain't tired, your legs ain't tired. I said, I'm trying to get back in shape. Wait till I
Walking is
start running.
good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to build myself back up. I ain't worked out in 3 years. Ever since I had the surgery. Right before the surgery, I couldn't work out. I haven't been able to work out. Like my equilibrium is all fucked up. Uh, my blood pressure. I don't take no blood pressure pills or nothing like that. But I had to get that in balance. I mean, my blood pressure was all messed up because I had too much fluid on my brain, and it took probably about a year and a half for my blood pressure to settle out. So, but I was
Mhm.
just I used a lot of different herbs. Well, it was just like chamomile, lavender, rose, raspberry, just things to keep me calm. Um, I'm not really into pills no more.
Yeah, I'm
Trying
into
to take an
herbs, but even
opiate.
that you have to be careful what you take. And
Mm-hmm.
like a month ago or so, I took a bunch of stuff at the same time, too many, and I made myself sick. I was like,
Mm.
okay, because I introduced a new thing. I introduced mushrooms, and I was like, yeah, okay, I got to take this separate. It's probably not, yeah, either it's not sitting right with me or the fact that I mixed it with other stuff.
Yeah, you gotta be careful because if you think about what medications are, the main component of medication come from some type of root or herb. So you gotta be
Well, this one
careful.
had like it had several things in it. Actually, somebody from YouTube recommended it. It's she said it helped somebody like with ADHD, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll take it. It's got lion's mane and like different mushrooms. It has different stuff in it, but sometimes things don't work for you, but they might work for other people.
Yeah, like like even for my ADHD, chamomile tea, lavender with some lavender, some burdock root, just the tea. It keeps me calm. And my ADHD, like when I wake up, like my wife will tell you, like, oh, he an asshole till he drink his coffee. It's not the fact that I'm drinking coffee; it's the fact that I get to go settle my mind. Like I need my alone time to like
Mhm.
slow all my thoughts down because I think like crazy. Like it would be so many different things going through my head simultaneously, and it'd
Mhm.
be full. Like people would be talking to me, and I'm listening to my head. I'm listening to myself and not the person. Like so, I had to like you know gather myself. It's gonna be fucked up when I get older. I'm probably gonna go crazy.
I don't drink coffee. Coffee makes me sleepy. Like it does the opposite because of the ADHD. I don't drink coffee. But there's
I
always
do.
other things like the tea.
Yeah.
Um, what's the other one? Mata. I think in is it Brazil or Colombia? They drink that instead of
Oh,
coffee.
that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My homeboy used to sell it.
Mhm. But yeah, our body needs different vitamins, herbs that I would rather
Yeah.
try out before I take like pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. That should break your body down anyway. Yo. You gotta filter it. That should break your body down. You gotta be careful. That's why I tell people you can take too many Tylenol, you won't be here. You think that shit's safe? Go ahead and take the bottle and see what happens.
There's something that I take. It's called olive leaf extract that a holistic doctor told me to take, and ever since I started taking that, I've not gotten a cold, the flu. Like I've not been sick with any of that stuff since
I use
20. I think 2017 or 2018. Yeah, and
mm,
it's good for other things too. It's not just for that.
I
It's
very
good for
rarely get
like a bunch of
sick.
stuff.
I like to take a lot of black cumin. I knew. This is bad. I'm excited. I was about to say, I know I got one more zone up here.
The what?
I thought I was kind of green. I thought I was out. Nope, got a whole nother pack. Today was a good day. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Mary Jane stuff I can't take. I think I'm allergic to it, and it also makes me sleepy. It doesn't matter like what strain. But somebody told me that I'm not doing it right, so I don't know. But I don't really feel like coughing my lungs out. I don't want to be
You-
coughing my lungs out, so no, I'm not smoking it. Mm-mm.
I wish I could, like my brother, like, yeah, I don't know, he just thought he was a man because his little brother is in Vegas, and they in a grow house. Like they got a whole dispensary thing going on. And but his brother's part of know the grow house. So he was like, man, he spent a year there. So he's like, I know everything about marijuana. This, that, that. I'm like, all right, bro. Let me tell you, when it comes to like marijuana, I've been around this since I was 11 years old. My uncle used to grow hydro in a fish tank. So like this, the marijuana now is not the same as back in the day. Like when you start, like I've been around it, so I'm very, very familiar with it, right? So he came up here. He thought he was like Snoop Dogg, and one day I told him I was like, "You smoking
Oh, because
wrong."
it's not as strong, right?
Hmm.
The old stuff wasn't as strong as the stuff
Shit,
now.
this new stuff is nothing. I can
Really?
smoke this all day, man. It's man. When I was younger, it's this strand called Gold Cabana. When I tell you, my aunt was like, "Hit this," I hit it right. I don't remember leaving her house. I woke up at a park. Car running and
Well,
everything. My
damn.
pistol was on my lap. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'm looking around like, what's
I didn't
like
know it
the
could
last
do all
thing?
that.
Man, that shit had me gone. I only hit it like 4 times. I hit it like 4 times. I woke up at a park. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, hold on, bro. It was just 3 o'clock. No, it was like 2 o'clock. I think it was like 2 o'clock last time I remember. I woke up at 5 in the morning, my pistol on my lap. I'm like,
Oh
man, if
yeah,
the
that's
police would have
scary.
rolled past me, I would have been in jail.
That's scary. No, thank
Door
you.
open, car running and everything, music blasting. Like, what the hell happened? Like, I just pulled over, like, fuck it, I'm gonna take a nap. And didn't remember taking a nap.
I don't want
Man,
to take anything that's gonna make that's not gonna like that I'm not gonna be in control of, or I'm gonna like not remember what happened.
man.
I can't be one of those people who drinks and then the next day they don't remember what happened. No, can't do that.
But see, most people don't inhale. What they do is swallow. When you inhale, the smoke go up to your head, not down to your lungs. It don't go down to your lungs until it's like a three process chamber.
So
But most
you're
people
supposed
don't.
to inhale and then hold it
Yeah, like when you inhale,
versus
you should feel like it. When you inhale, if you think about it, when you inhale, you suck it in, right? But if you suck in through your nostrils, like if you draw, like if you put it and draw through your mouth and your nostrils, it go up, and when you blow out, it should come out your nose. So you're not getting it to the. It's go smoke will go down to the lungs, but it's going more up to the head. That's why when
okay,
people
so
smoke,
you
they be
want it
like
to
they
go
get
to your
head high.
head, not to your lungs.
Yeah, not to your lungs. That's how you
So
inhale.
so if it's coming out of your nose, then that's good. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Oh, okay, got it. I just know a lot of people like they cough, and they're coughing their lungs
That's
off,
because
and I'm like,
it's going to the lungs.
they're doing it. Yeah, they're doing it the wrong way, I guess. They're
They're not. They drawn with the lung, and they're not drawn with the nose.
interesting.
Anything if you know why people snort coke because it goes to the brain cavity.
Okay, remember you want to
It's
get
going.
monetized. You want to get
Yeah.
monetized, so be
No. Oh
careful what you
yeah.
say.
Yeah. This is for entertainment and educational purposes. YouTube. But no, this is. I want to explain what like the process of what's actually happening, so people will be informed and you'll understand why people when they hide or if they get high, you'll understand what actually happened, what occurred. So,
Hey, Bud Files, what up?
but files, what up though? So like anytime, like I said, when people snort things, it's going up to the brain cavity. So even absorbing it in your nostrils, going to your bloodstream. right?
Mm,
So when you smoke, you have to, that's what inhaling is. And you send
mm.
it up to the nasal cavity. And so that's why people, inhale things because it's going more to the brain than down to the lung. And that's where you get the high from, is when it hits the
Mm.
head.
Do you think doing it with a bong is better?
Um, yeah, especially for the taste. Like I don't use like wraps or blunts or nothing like that. I'm old school. I need papers. Only use hemp papers. You got to be hemp. Um, but yeah, I want to taste with them. I don't like all that tobacco. I mean, I vape or whatever, but all that tobacco, you messing up my green. I want to
No, they
taste
say
it.
vape is like more detrimental. Vapes are supposedly.
I don't,
I don't know. I don't know what to believe now anymore, you know?
we ain't gonna know for the next 10 years, bro.
Exactly. It's too early, I think, to tell.
The next 10, 20 years, you start seeing the result of vaping. I mean, you see some of it young now, kids having cardiac arrest, but they was having that before too. That was just the vaping.
Well, I get the stories like about the teenagers that ended up in the hospital and stuff. There's like a bunch of those that come out.
Yeah.
Those stories.
And then too, like even now when you smoke a cigar, you do not inhale.
Mhm.
When you smoke a cigar, what we do is I call it, I forgot the name of it, but I call it boxing. So it's like I float the smoke. It's not an inhale. You don't want to. That's too much. That's too thick of tobacco to be trying to inhale or even take down into your lungs. So it's more like flavor tasting. So you keep it in your mouth and then blow it out. You give me a cigar with some cognac and chilling. You get a
Some
little
Cuban
heavy
cigars.
too. I had a couple. Let me be quiet. I don't get myself in trouble. Let me be quiet. But they I think they're overhyped. Cuban cigars ain't really all that. Matter of fact,
I've never
I'll
had
show
any
you
cigars, so I wouldn't know.
I'll show you. Oh, where did I put it? Uh, my doctor, my sister doctor bought me a cigar for my birthday. I think I put it.
What up, chat? Chat, where you at? They're quiet. Who's ever left in the chat.
This is it ain't
Peace,
no
peeps.
cute, man. You can see that it ain't no Cuban, but that's a
Oh,
$30 cigar. $30
nice.
fucking cigar.
Where's that cigar from?
Bolivia.
Mm.
Hold on. No, this is yeah, Bolivia. Man, my uncle got a cigar collection. He got a cigar room though. They got money.
Aren't you supposed to keep them like at a certain temperature? The cigars.
Yeah, it's getting cool. Like I actually got it. Like that's I got a cigar box. That's actually in my cigar box. It just got my insignia on it, so I just pulled it out the box. And I got some other stuff in there that everybody don't need to see. It didn't get cold out here.
Yeah, so why do they give cigars to people, like to men when they have their babies? It's
Celebratory.
like here you go, you became a man. You have a
Right.
child now, you became a man. Have a cigar.
Have a cigar. I had I had like people brought me like 7 cigars because my son, I had him at the hospital I worked at for like 15 years. So it was literally two doctors who heard I was in there to have a baby that day, went out from work and came back and got me a cigar. So we all in the parking lot, smoking cigars after the baby was in. That was dope. Like when you a good person in real life, people appreciate that shit. And when shit like that happens, you know, that's how I done did something good.
When people are nice to you and they give you gifts? Is that what you're saying?
Just like when people show you, they appreciate you. And see that like that is like in real life, I'm accustomed to that, So, you know,
Yeah. I save stuff people give me, like when they give me a card or they write me a little note. I save those things.
yeah, I do too.
My husband
Yeah, I
does
do
too.
too.
Anything like he gets like that, he saves it too. Why do we do that? It's like we want to
Keep
hold
that
on to something nice
a reminder.
someone said about you. Yeah, it's
And
nice.
you know what? Is that's you know what? I'll be honest with you. In certain phases of my life, those things help keep me going forward. You know what I'm saying? Help me keep pushing harder, looking at, nice things people sing. Because sometimes when you just get your head down, putting in the work, um, you don't see the progress you made. But when somebody, say something or do something nice like that is a reminder. So having those things to look back upon when you're facing adversity, sometimes it's key. It was for me. I don't really need it so much now, but when you're learning how to go through adversity, things like that, those are different tools you can use, different things you should use. You know,
And you know, there's people that don't keep those things. They just throw them away. They don't
my
keep none
wife,
of that stuff. Your wife's
my
like
wife,
that?
she be like, oh,
Yeah.
no, like, I'll rip. You get her a card, she might keep it for a day or two. Be like, damn,
She don't want clutter.
yeah.
I'll
Unless
save
it's like,
everything.
yeah, unless it's like something like, if it's like an expensive card, she can keep it. If it look like something she can decorate with, she can keep it. She gotta look fancy. My wife bougie. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, don't say no. She ain't bougie. She get mad when people say that. She like nice shit, but she ain't bougie. She just like nice shit. Which ain't nothing wrong with it.
Like there's some people that switch out their decorations, like even their couches. Like there's some people that
Oh,
switch it up every couple years,
yeah.
or they move around their furniture. I'm not that type. Like my furniture will stay in place. I'm not moving it around.
Oh,
But some people they like that change. I'm not really much like I don't know, it brings me comfort just to have things the same.
oh no, she couldn't put to my house. Like we got this microwave. It's a big microwave, right? Nice size microwave. You can literally put a turkey in the microwave. I love the size of the microwave.
Oh yeah, I
We
have a
just got
huge
it 2
microwave.
years ago. Just got it 2 years ago. I bought her a cart that it can fit on, right? She like, look, we about to buy a new microwave because that one's too big, and I'm gonna buy a smaller cart to put the microwave on. I'm like, why? Because I just don't like the way it looks. It's been fine for the last 2 years. I know, but it's bothering me now. Like, ah,
Yeah, I'm not buying a new microwave until the one breaks down. Then I'll get a new one. But I could see like if she doesn't like the way it fits and she's tired of looking at it, I could see that.
well, before we moved here, like this is her parents' old house, so she don't like the house at all. But we got like 2 years to pay it off, so just pay it off and sell it, and go get what you want. The original plan was to come in and help her dad, but her dad passed away, so we ended up taking over the house. So it was not expected. We just come here, help him fix it up, get him back on his feet, and then you know, um, we ain't expect him to pass away, but so
Yeah.
now we're here, so it's like there's a lot of work to do on the house, but I can get it done before it's ready to sell. So
Well, when you're talking about like getting rid of stuff and like what came to my mind is like all the words getting ready to move, he's prepping or he's manifesting. If it's not happened yet, he's manifesting. Like that's what you're supposed to do. You
yeah.
start getting ready.
Oh yeah, I strategize. That's what I do. I don't dream. I'm gonna do a show on that. Stop dreaming and start strategizing. I'm gonna do a show on that and break. I'm not gonna give us the meat and potatoes. No, I'm gonna give us some meat. I'm not giving no potatoes. I'm gonna get some of the meat, but um, it's actually one of the things I help my clients with on how to um, set goals and set plans. But just the concept, people dreaming. To dream, you got to be asleep. So um,
Yeah, you gotta actively do things. Like
you got to do things.
if you got a
So
car and you don't want that car, you want a better car. Well, guess what? Start treating start cleaning up your car, make sure everything's good, start manifesting. When you're driving, start thinking about like feel like you're driving the new car already that you want. Know already what your new car is, how much it costs, all the stuff about it. Because you're
exactly.
not gonna get anything new if you're treating what you have now like crap.
Oh, mm,
Yeah, you gotta appreciate and take care of what you have.
this is the whole thing might get you to know things. I went through 3 cars before I got the car that I wanted. But you know what I did with all 3 of those cars? Fixed them up and sold them. I ended up getting a car I want. I flipped one car for two, and I flipped them 2 cars for the one I wanted.
There you go. Level
I
up.
mean, I mean, that's how I did it. I mean, it's like I bought a car for $300 and sold that bitch for 1500. Only thing it needed was a $300 paint job. Listen to what I'm telling you. I bought this car for 300, right? And I fixed it up, and I paid 200 for the paint job. I don't know if y'all got the Mako, the little quick paint shop. Put that there, got it painted. The car was straight. It needed a radiator, a heater core. Uh, it needed a radiator, heater core, and a thermostat. I put new brakes on it. I cleaned up the rotors. I ain't even changed the rotors. And detailed the inside of the car. That's all I did. And I sold that car for 1500. So most of the labor I did myself. All the labor stuff for the paint I did myself. The brakes cost me I think 150. The detailing stuff I think I paid another $60, $70 for that just to clean the car up. So just say all in all I
Yeah.
spent four. Let's say I spent 600 on the car. I still made $900. And with that, I went and bought 2 more cars, and I sold both of those. I sold one of them for 24. I sold the other one, I think, for 1200. I went and got my Mustang. I crashed it in like 2 weeks.
And then you crashed it.
2 weeks. Wrapped that bitch around the pole. Jumped out and was gone. Like, oh shit.
I know a guy who that's what he does for a living. He buys the cars, fixes them up a little bit. Some of them he doesn't even do much, but just clean them up, like a detailing. He buys them at auctions and stuff, and that's how
Oh
he makes
yeah.
a living. He flips
That's
the
what my
cars.
My uncle did that. He put me on game. He brought me a car. Right? He was like, can you do the brakes on it? So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how much you buy this for? He told me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna go get me one. So I went down there with him, bought a car. Oh, it was in Ohio. We used to go to Ohio and driving back up
Yeah,
to the
some of
D.
them are salvaged. You got to be careful because
Mm-hmm.
you can't even really test them. I mean, they let you see them right before the show. You got to get there on time to kind of check them out,
Oh, my
know a
uncle
little
had
bit about
yeah.
cars.
We got the car before the show started. My uncle was he
Nice.
connected. He well he was. He just I mean he spent money. One time my uncle went down there and bought all 12 cars. He was like, you ain't even got to do it. How much you want for them? He bought all 12 cars.
Hey, there's ways to make money. Just people gotta hustle and like. There's this one guy who he bought a pressure washer. Like somebody was
Mm-hmm.
having like a garage, like a yard sale. He bought like a used pressure washer and he just started off like pressure washing, like washing like the neighborhood like trash cans. You know, like he'd
Hmm.
go around the neighborhood like, hey, you want me to do this job for you? You know, I'm doing this in the neighborhood. He's just started with small stuff and then it just like grew. He just grew it into a business. Now he's doing all kinds of
Hmm.
stuff, making money. Then you start getting employees, all off of one old pressure washer and a little bit of hustle.
I remember my boy, he started his lawn service with a weed whacker. Didn't even have a lawnmower. Now he got one, two, he in four different cities now. Like he got offices in four different cities in Michigan. So he doing his
I
thing.
love those stories.
He doing his thing.
Yeah, I love those stories.
Holy shit. I almost kicked the shit out of my dog. Don't come running up on me like that. I couldn't get her in my line. I just heard her.
I used to have a German Shepherd, and she shed like crazy. I will never have a German Shepherd again.
I love these dogs.
She was amazing though, but they have a lot of fur, man.
Hmm.
Well, yours is like mine had that heavy fur. What
Oh,
your
she a
dog
short
is
coat.
yeah, right? Yours is short haired.
Yeah, she a short coat. She a she a canine. She mixed with King Shepherd. Her daddy was a King Shepherd. Her mama was a canine. Her daddy was a King Shepherd, but her daddy was a police dog.
Yeah, they're good dogs. People are scared of them, so it's good.
She like a fucking wolf. I'm
Yeah, my
happy
dog
she
was really
stopped getting
sweet, but
bigger.
people were always scared. I'm like,
Yeah.
good, good. Everybody's scared. Whole neighborhood scared her.
She was supposed to be a what is it? Service dog.
Was she trained, or she just had the qualities to be trained?
No, she come from the pedigree. Her mother's a
Okay.
service dog. Her dad's a canine, like a cop, police dog.
Yeah, she has the
Like she has
pedigree, but she's
actual
never been
pedigree.
trained.
No, she didn't get tested. And I was about to get her tested, but I had to pay for it. And I'm like, I'm straight. It's 1,200 to get tested.
Just to get tested? Jeez.
Hmm. It's not because they keep them, um, and if they, well, no, it's 1,200 if it's tested and it's certified. I think it was like 600 to get tested, but it's like a 3 week test they gotta do. It takes like 3 weeks for them. Like they board the dog and everything. So um,
Yeah, those
that's
dogs
why
are
I say it's
expensive, right?
better.
They sell them for like $45,000.
But see, that's the thing. If you get your own personal dog tested versus buying uh, a canine from them certified, like from one of their certified breeders. If it comes from one of their certified people, you ain't got to pay for it. But for you to take an outside dog in, that's why it's so expensive. Well, that's I'm not gonna lie, I only called two places. One place was in Michigan, the other one was in Ohio.
Yeah,
So,
I was gonna say there's not very many.
yeah, one place was in Michigan, the other one was in Ohio. And it was like not even by where I live. It was like a 3 hour ride. The place in Ohio was actually closer, so we was thinking about taking her there, but then they told her, it was even if they go test her and to certify her, it's gonna be like 1,200. So it's 3 o'clock. Let me get my butt off here. I appreciate you,
All
sis,
right. Good night,
for
now.
holding me. Hey, I didn't even know we was rocking for a minute. I gotta get you to
The
call
chat got
show
tired
with
of
me.
us.
Nah, the chat's still there
Good
rocking.
night,
I gotta
everyone.
We gotta figure out a show you can co-host with me.
All
They
right, I'm
call it.
jumping down. Good night, word.
All right. But yeah, I appreciate everybody rocking out. Um, but yeah, but remember, a major part of healing is you taking accountability. Even if you was wrong, take accountability for being in a position to be manipulated, to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? We had to take accountability because that's how we learn what environments to be in and what type of people to be around. Just by first saying, okay, we have to be responsible. And accountability is when we're not responsible enough and things happen. We have to be accountable. So I know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nations. And if I say anything to resonate with you, do me a favor. Hit that share button. Tell somebody, help me spread the word. Hey man, shout out to the Nine. Shout out to Tay E. Shout out to Swift. Make sure y'all go over there and check out Sis. She over there cooking. Shout out to BBB. Shout out to 33, Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown. Shout out to Santina. She dropped a new video. Go check out Santina. Shout out to the commander, the minister of defense. Always holding the brother down. Appreciate you, son. Shout out to Commander. Shout out to Cat Daddy. Cat Daddy will be coming back very soon. We're putting something together, so I'm looking forward to that. Shout out to Cat Daddy. Uh, I don't think I ain't missed nobody there. Shout out to the whole nine, man. Hey, we building something special over here, and I appreciate everybody's support too. You know, grateful for it. But let me get off there for real. I'm gonna keep talking.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like